Quick update video. This is what I've been working on for about the last week or so, and that's fixing these 12 Ardboys because they were just base coated. So I wanted to clean up the mold lines, repaint them, wash them, highlight them, layer them, that kind of fun stuff. And of course I was also using pigments because I love pigments. What can I say? They're a really easy technique that's really gets some amazing results. I'm very happy with the way these guys turned out. I actually got some varnish on them this time. I'm learning how to control the varnish to match up with the I got these things on I got the camera on manual focus, so it's going to take a little bit. This is, I'm just going to show up a couple models here. Oops, this guy's a little front heavy. This is just an old Tank Buster model, which I think works good for both Ardboys and Commandos. So if you got these things lying around, yeah, they're not useless. I had to end up pinning the hands on these guys because they kept falling off. And, yeah, but I really like these guys. It's nice not having to worry about throwing these guys out. I did some intermittent. Let's see here. I'm gonna find one. Here's a guy with some diags on his gob and on his shoulder pad. And you can see on his feet I used a roughly matching pigment. Yeah, so that's basically what I've been up to for the last week. And one thing I really like here, where can I find it? Where is he? Oh, it's the one that fell down. I'm going to put some checks on this guy's, on the top of this guy's gun. I kind of like those. Those look kind of cool. So yeah, that's what I've been doing for the last week or so with these guys. They definitely didn't go as fast as I remember the Slugger Boys going when I redid that unit. I mean, because I wasn't trying to do so many at one time. Yeah. I'm very happy with how they turned out. Most of these guys are the old metal torsos, old metal Ardboy torsos, and metal shoulder pads and metal heads. So these are all ones I've had from a long time ago. More stuff that I bought on eBay after I got back into the hobby. Also, yeah, I've been working on. This is of course, one arm of the Stompa, and it's amazing how just one little arm of this model is like painting 2 or 3 infantry models. That's insane. But there's not as much detail on this as I thought there was. So it was, most of my painting was going around trying to break up the metal. See, I've got some, just some edge highlighting here and there. And see, I got the shading on the red arrows. So bring it up a little bit. Lots of checks on the rockets. They're going to use, of course, as super rockets, the one shot hit on a 2+ thing. Some more checks right here. So basically, it was just going around trying to break up the metal bits. I still got to finish highlighting the gun, the Giga shooter, and this rocket, and then I need to go around and wash some areas, some Devlin mud, and then use pigments on it. So basically, each arm by itself is just a separate project, which I think is insane. I'm going to include the rest of the model. So yeah, so far so good. Let's get done here real quick. So basically, that's all I've been working on this week. No, not entirely. I assembled my boss Zagstruck. Maybe I was thinking about doing a separate review of him, but of course there are some, I said before, there are some flaws in the casting, but none of them really are are even visible or noticeable except for this one right here. Yeah, this chink got miscast. I could probably fill that in with green stuff, but I'm still going to call up and get a replacement model, which I haven't done yet. I've just been lazy. Most of the flaws in this casting are underneath, which you won't be able to see anymore. But if you go to my blog, I got some very specific pictures on where there are air bubbles and voids and stuff. But other than that, if it weren't for the missing bits from where there were air bubbles and such, this Finecast stuff would just be, amazing. I mean, I love this material. It was very easy to work with to clean up all the mold lines. I didn't have a whole lot of the very thin. There wasn't any of the very thin flashing on this particular model. There's a couple things that. A couple of these little teeny tiny tubes, which you can't see anymore because it's underneath the rocket, broke off. Actually, one was missing, this thing right here. Like that part of that tube was never there, and this tube up here, which is gone now, which you can't see because I said it's underneath the wing, actually broke off because it was just so thin and I lost it. But overall, this stuff is so easy to work with. I mean, just a drop of super glue and it's like bonded instantly. And you don't have to worry about it falling apart. Yeah. So if it weren't for the voids and stuff, I think the Finecast launch would have been the best thing that ever happened to GW. But they just have so many quality issues. I mean, I'm not going to worry about an Orc rocket pack. Yeah, the tip is missing, but again, who cares? It's an Orc. It doesn't have to look a particular way. But the face is the deal breaker. Can't really live with that. So, yeah, Finecast. I would definitely give this stuff once they fix their production issues. This stuff is going to be. I'm actually going to look forward to buying as much of this stuff as I can. I want to get Dante. I want to get the Vargoth for my vampire counts. I want to get a couple of those stone lavas for orcs and goblins, and whatever else they come out with. And I'm just going to be buying this stuff up. The only thing I don't like about it is it is pretty expensive. I mean, this was like a $22 model, which I think is crazy. But anyway, go ahead and check out my blog. You can see I got pictures where circles and where exactly every single void is. And I said all of them are basically on his butt, where you can't ever see them. And well, that's about it for this update, I guess. I just wanted to make a video. We're tomorrow night's league night, so I'll be playing, getting a bat wrap up in the next couple days. Yeah, so talk to you guys later.